let's say for this trick, I take the deck and I give it a few cuts. So let's say that's one cut, and let's do one more just like that. After I'm done cutting the deck, I would ask the spectator to go ahead and cut off a portion of cards less than half. So around a quarter like this, give or take. So let's say the spectator cuts around, I don't know, this many. I would ask them that to shuffle up the cards if they wanted to. They could even look at them and see that they're all different cards, just like this. And once they're done actually shuffling the cards, if I can talk, to look at the top card and remember it. Now, I don't want to see the top card, so I'm just going to show it to you. So let's say this is your card. Go ahead and remember this for me. Once the spectator has done that, I would ask them to place their card back on top of the packet in their hand, and with the remaining cards on the table, cut way more than half and place it on top of the packet in their hand. So let's say around this many, and they place on top. Now, if the spectator wanted to this time, they could go ahead and cut the deck as much as they wanted to and complete the cut. Let's say we go ahead and do this a few times, and let's say they stop right here. After this, I would take back the cards and I can show them that they could have really had any one of these cards, and I don't even know what their card is. But we're going to try to find your card, but it's going to be in a different type of way. So the first thing I'm going to do here is actually deal 2 piles just like this. And we're going to keep one pile and we're going to get rid of the other. So let's say out of dealing these 2 piles, we go ahead and we keep, let's say this one. We'll get rid of these cards. Now, because dealing actually takes a little too long, we're going to speed up the process here, and we're going to do something called get rid of, keep. So just like this, if we get rid of and we keep some cards, this should make the elimination go by even faster. So we can do that again. Just throw out a whole bunch of cards like this. So get rid of, keep, all the way through. Now there's one card. Keep in mind, the deck was cut a few times. You selected any card you wanted. We cut the deck even more, and then we got rid of and we kept some cards. And I hope this one card is your 9 of clubs, your selection. So, that is going to be the trick for today. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so this is a really fun trick. So, this is a really nice self-worker any beginner could go about doing. So, here's how you're going to do this. Now, in case you're wondering about the deck I'm using real quick, these are the Navigators, which I have a whole deck review on, so I will leave that down below. But here's how you can go ahead and do this. So you're going to need a key card, okay? And the key card is going to be in the 31st position, assuming you're using a 52 card deck, okay? Now, if you're not using 52 cards, you'll have to play around with it and see what works. But let's say you have 52 cards. Remember the 31st card. So you can do this one of two ways. You can either start the effect by remembering the 31st card, or you can shuffle the deck, take it back and say, here, let's just make sure we have all 52. And this way, when you count to the 50 through the 52 cards, you can remember the 31st card, and the spectator can see these are all different as well. So let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, the Jack of Hearts. I'm going to leave that face up, but it would be face down. So we're going to remember Jack of Hearts. After this, you explain you're going to want a quarter of cards cut off, but you want less than half, and that's just so they don't cut to your Jack or past your Jack, okay? So I usually like to say about 15 to 20 cards, and I might lift up and demonstrate. Of course, they could go about, like around this many. You just want to be careful for your key card. So let's say the spectator cuts off that many. They can go ahead and shuffle up this packet as much as they want, and after they're done giving these a shuffle, they're going to look at the top card and remember it, in this case, the 9 of diamonds, and then they're going to place their card back on top of the packet. So in their mind, they're remembering the 9 of diamonds. In your mind, you're going to remember the Jack of Hearts. So after they have placed their card back on top, you ask them with the remaining cards to cut more than half and place those on top of their packet. So let's say they cut around this many and they place it on top. After this, you're going to have the deck cut. Now, this is optional, but I think it does help the effect out, okay? So you don't have to do this, but this next part you are going to have to do. You're going to turn these face up. You're going to remember that key card, in this case, the Jack of Hearts. You're going to spread through showing that they could have remembered any one of these cards, and all you're going to do is come over to where your Jack of Hearts is. So we know it's right here, and you're going to take the Jack of Hearts and all the cards below it. Okay, so the Jack and all the cards below it, and cut these to the top of the face down packet like this, okay? So you can see these are all different. I come over here, all the cards below it and the Jack, I cut to the top of the face-up packet. So when I turn the deck face down, now the Jack is right on the bottom of the face-down packet. I'll go over this one more time at the end in case anything is confusing. But now you're just going to deal 2 piles. So anything you want to come up with as to why you're dealing 2 piles, go ahead. And for this, the last card you deal, you're going to keep that pile. So we know the last card is here, okay? So this pile we're going to keep. This pile we're going to get rid of. And now you're going to do the get rid of keep action. And all this is simple. The first card you get rid of, the next card you put in your hand. The next one get rid of, the next card in your hand, but underneath the second card. Then get rid of keep, get rid of keep, get rid of keep, just like this. Okay, so you can actually see how this works. So there's the 9 of diamonds right there. But of course we wouldn't know where it actually was in the packet. And now you're going to do the same thing, but you're always going to start with get rid of. Even if the last card you did was get rid of, you're going to start with get rid of again, okay? So hopefully this makes sense. But you can get rid of, and then get rid of. So you see we get rid of, and then we get rid of again, and that last card is there, 9 of diamonds. Real simple stuff. Let me go over this one more time in case this didn't make sense at all. So the 31st card you want to remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, the 9 of diamonds. I'll leave that face up. So, 31st card down you're going to remember. They're going to cut about a quarter of the deck, and they can give these a nice mix-up. Once they're done with that, they're going to remember the top card. this case the 10 of spades, and put it back on top of their packet. Now with the remaining cards on the table, they cut more than half, so this is now going to include your key card right here, and they're going to place this on top. So now, this is optional, but they could cut the deck a few times, okay? Once they're done, you're going to turn the deck face up and you're going to look for your key card. This case, the 9 of diamonds, or whatever it was. So, okay, the 9 of diamonds. Once you get to the 9 of diamonds, you're going to separate the two halves. So the 9 of diamonds is on the top of one face-up half. Then you have this other face-up half. You're going to take the 9 and all the cards underneath it and move it face up, move it on top of this face-up half, okay? So here's the 9 on its own half. You're going to take all the cards below it and the 9 and move it on top of this face-down half. This was the part that confused me for the longest time, because it just didn't register for me. But this is all you're actually going to do. So now the 9 is on the bottom of this half. So now you're going to deal two halves. And the pile that ends up with the last card, you're going to keep that pile, okay? So we go through here, and we know that this pile has the last card, so we're going to keep that one. And the rest is simple. You're going to do a get rid of keep action. So the first card you're going to get rid of, the second one you're going to keep. Next one, get rid of. This one you're going to keep, but you're going to place it under the first card like this. Then get rid of, keep, rid of, keep, rid of, keep. And you're going to keep going through just like this. And now, every round you start is going to have get rid of, keep. Even if the last card was get rid of, you're still going to do get rid of, okay? And if you do this right, the one card should be their 10 of spades. So, that was the effect. I hope you really liked this. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you would like to see on the channel. That's it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.